What's going on, everyone? My name is Jake with Code 4 Defense, and today we're here in the shop talking PVS-14s. Now, either you found this video because you're looking to get into night vision, or you just purchased your first PVS-14, and now you're looking to see what are the next steps. Well, we're going to talk all about the PVS-14 and the very first things you should do to this device to make it next level awesome. Now, first disclaimer out here, we're about to talk about several different companies. I have zero relationships with any of the companies I'm about to talk with. These are devices and products that I found over my kind of journey into night vision that make these devices that much better and take them to the next level. So the only reason why I'm talking about these devices is because I purchased them on my own or through the company and through our company, Code 4 Defense, and I use them regularly with our night vision devices, and they've just only added value. So everything you're about to see is completely purchased by us, and it's only stuff that I found added value and is basically a necessity at this point for our night vision devices. Now, all of that said, there's a little bit that I want to talk about with the PVS-14, and if you're looking to get into night vision, not sure where to start, find yourself a used PVS-14. You can find them on the market from anywhere between, I've purchased them for $1,400 all the way up to $2,200. There's absolutely no reason that you should be spending a crazy amount of money if you're looking to break into the night vision game for the first time. Find a used PVS-14 on the market for around $2,000. It's going to serve you extremely well while you kind of dive into the night vision game and everything else. But this video is focusing on PVS-14s and how to make them even better as your first device. So the very first thing that you're going to do when you buy a PVS-14 is you're going to buy this item right here. And this is a camera shutter adapter that goes from 30 millimeters to 37 millimeters, and I'll link a product description from Amazon again. No affiliate links, nothing like that. This device is just extremely fantastic. And what it actually does is it screws onto the front of the objective lens to the PVS-14, and then it provides you with an adjustable aperture. So you go from wide open all the way to the pinpoint size that you see there. And that provides you with multiple benefits. For, I think these things are around like $50, something like that. Follow the link and it'll show you what they currently run for. But this device right here allows or replaces your daytime cap. So it's completely fixed to the device. It won't fall off when you're banging around, going on trail, doing an operation, doing whatever you're doing with your device, running and gunning on the range. This thing isn't going to come off. It's screwed to the device. It's 100% attached. It's not just going to fall off and you're going to lose it. Not like a rubber cap that's attached to a cord. It's just a huge pain in the ass. This thing is compact, fits on the device, isn't going to go anywhere. So it acts as your daytime cap, protecting the intensifier tube from outside light, even when the device is off, from being shown onto the intensifier tube and potentially burning it. So that's your daytime cap now. The other thing that it does, with a simple twist, open up fully, allow you to use all of the features of the night vision device at night the way you're supposed to. It also allows you to use any position in between. And if you don't know anything about aperture size and depth of field, essentially the smaller the physical aperture gets, the larger your depth of field, meaning the length of distance objects will be in focus. I'll play a video here now, but what that means is when I go from wide open on the aperture, as I start to close it, things will turn in focus for longer distances. Meaning when this thing is wide open, this is a fixed focus lens, so I focus to infinity and everything up close is just going to be blurry. When I tighten this lens aperture down, things start to become in focus closer and closer and closer until you get to this pinpoint size where everything is in focus. So you essentially have unlimited depth of field. Now, what that does is it reduces the amount of light that comes into the device. So you have to have a bigger amount of IR light for the device to work properly. So if it's pitch black outside, you can't have the aperture closed and have unlimited depth of field. Say you're driving in a car though, and you have headlights with IR and you have IR instruments or something like that on the inside, you can close this iris, limit the aperture size, and increase your depth of field. So now I can read the speed gauges and I can see out in front of me perfectly without providing actual light in the environment other than IR. So this device is super handy for a lot of reasons. Replaces your daytime cap, makes it fixed to the device, makes it easy to open up and close. It also allows you to, instead of like adjusting the gain to decrease the brightness of the device, you can close the aperture. That decreases the brightness. And when you close it all the way down, it gives you unlimited depth of field, allows objects to be in focus for a longer period of time or for a longer distance rather. So this device, very first thing you should purchase when you get a PVS-14. Absolutely fantastic piece of kit to go with it. The next device that you should get screws onto the back. And if you're watching this video, you're looking to get in the night vision game, you're looking to break in at a reasonable price, you're most likely getting a green phosphor 2, which is kind of older Gen 3 technology, or even Gen 2 Plus, that uses green as the gradient to project into your eye and allow you to see. The problem with green and with, the green phosphor technology and looking at different things is A, it's a little bit bright, and B, it doesn't really do exactly what they intended, which was the theory that the human eye sees more shades of green than it does anything else, which it does. However, in practice with the night vision device, it just doesn't do it as well. So this filter is from a company called Low Light Innovations, LLI, and it's their purple filter or white filter. So purple with green ends up making white or a white-ish type appearance, and it makes your green phosphor PVS-14 appear like a white phosphor PVS-14. Now, it doesn't actually do that well, and the only reason why I'm promoting this device or this filter is actually for kind of a separate set of reasons. It shades the device a little bit more white than green, but it's still kind of a green appearance. What it does an even better job of, in my opinion, is allowing the device to do better at photonic barriers, meaning if you've got street lights, motion lights, headlights, everything like that, this filter lessens the bloom that you get from those secondary light sources or those photonic barriers so that you can see past and identify objects on the other side of those lights. It's also better for eye strain. Using the purple filter on the device for hours and hours at a time is better on your eyes than using just the green going directly into your eye, especially if you're doing operations in extremely low light. If you don't have an adjustable gain or you don't have a manual gain device, it's just going to be full brightness all the time. This filter helps with that and prevents the brightness from being too much for your eye. It's also just easier on your eyes overall. So I can tell you, using unfiltered green phos, using this filter, as well as using the white phos unfilmed newest generation night vision, the green phosphor with this is a very happy medium, and these things are like $25 maybe or something like that for low light. They just screw right here onto the back of the back of the lens, offer protection to the diopter portion of the device. It's a home run for the amount of money that you spend on it. This is absolutely the next thing that you should buy. The next thing that you should buy after that is from a company called Reese wraps. That's with a W. I'll link them down in the description below, but that is the multicam wrap that you see on this PVS-14 right here. Now, this is not necessary by any means. It's certainly just a cosmetic flair, but Reese wraps, unlike a lot of the other night vision wraps companies, do their wraps in Cordura fabric so that it's a lot more durable. I think the like nylon or whatever wraps that you typically see are nice, and they're really they're almost a little bit shiny, or like I feel like if you scratch them, I've had a couple of those style wraps before, and they show scratches really bad. This Cordura is a fabric on top of adhesive, and he laser cuts it to match perfectly the PVS-14 design. And it's super durable. I've had this wrap on here for almost, I would say close to a year now. And it just, A, it looks really, really good. And B, it's held up really, really well to multiple hours of operations. And being on my helmet for, sitting in my kit for hours at a time, bumping down the road, things like that, the back of the trunk, without getting scratched up, dinged up, anything like that. It's an incredible value. His wraps are not expensive at all, and he shipped them out extremely fast. Small company, really, really good to deal with. And the overall form fit of it is extremely nice. The only reason why it doesn't wrap around to this portion is another upgrade that I'm going to talk about here in just a second. However, it, on the previous battery box, did wrap all the way around. It was kind of a seamless transition. So looks like it was made like that from the factory, but super easy to install, really, really durable, and a very, very nice product. The final thing, if the PVS-14 that you buy, especially if you get a surplus one, doesn't come with, is upgrading the battery compartment. Now, I got this battery compartment from Goonin Gear. I'll link them down in the description below. They're a super easy company to deal with. No issues whatsoever. Again, no relationship with them other than emailing them about this product and getting it sent to me the day after I paid for it. This right here is a replacement battery compartment for the original PVS-14 kind of knob style. So this one has a twist knob down here that turns on. This particular one is a double AA battery compartment, which is a little bit more rare than a standard single AA compartment. However, knob is still the same. This one right here is a push button design, and not only does it use AA batteries that can fit here, it also uses CR123s, which double the battery life over a AA battery. So you can use CR123s, you can use AA's, and then it also offers the push button design. And I can't say that it's not stupid, but that's an upgrade. However, for some reason, the push button is just so much easier to operate than the knob. I don't really know why, and I don't really know why it's so necessary. But this battery compartment's, I think, around $300, and it is worth every penny for me. The biggest reason is a device I'll show you in just a minute, but all you have to do is click the device, it turns on, click it again, it turns off. You don't have to hold the button or anything like that. You just press it, it's on, press it again, it's off. If you want IR, supplemental IR from the device itself, you just double click that, IR turns on. If you click it once, it's a signal. And then you've got your gain up here. So if you have an adjustable gain device, you have to hold these and it gives less gain versus more gain. But all in a row, super easy to use. And when you go to move the device into place, all you have to do is click that and it turns right over. Very easy to use, and the dual battery situation that you get out of it, especially being able to use CR123s for double the battery life, a great upgrade in my opinion. Works out really, really well. The final device that you should get as an upgrade to your PVS-14 is you should ditch that stupid antiquated J-arm and buy yourself something that actually works. There are several companies that make aftermarket J-arms. We obviously make our version, which is called the NVA-14. The NVA-14, simple device, it just clips right into place. All you have to do is seat it into place, screw it in. Once it's screwed into place, it'll seat on the device, screws in nice and tight, and then it's got a dovetail attachment for attaching onto standard dovetail assemblies. Now, the way that you could do that with the Rhino arm that you get most likely when you purchase a device from a lot of companies is change out the shoe on the bottom here. So that just interfaces with the dovetail from like a normal other dovetail style mount. This shoe just replaces the bayonet base that you would typically see on the bottom of the Rhino arm. But the reason why you need to replace that J-arm with this style J-arm, be it the AR or the AX14 Pro from Noise Fighters, or I'm actually really not sure what are the ones that are out there, is the ability to articulate your device like this. So when the device is down in the engaged position, which like that would be in the engaged position. So it's on your helmet, it's deployed, it's in front of your vision like this. Say you want to be done with it for just a minute, you can flip it straight up, and now it's parallel with the ground. It's sticking out in front of your face, essentially like this. And then when I need it, I just rotate it back down in my field of view. With the push button, it's even better because I can just push the button on, device comes on. If I want it out, I just rotate it out and I click the button and the device is off. When you go to stow it on top of your helmet, it sits up like this typically, and there's a reason why they call it the rhino mount, because it sticks up like a freaking horn. This device allows it to sit very flush with your helmet so that it's not sticking up. It reduces the snags. It allows vehicle-borne operations to be so much easier, and it just is such a creature comfort for your life. Believe me, you're going to want to upgrade it the moment that you're able to. Ours run about $100. I think the AX14 Pro runs $135-ish. I feel like I've seen it run. But whichever device you get, both are great. You should upgrade that as soon as you can, because the standard bayonet arm that comes with these, the J arm that comes with these, is just absolutely a piece of junk. It allows hardly any adjustment for the device itself. I can't underscore enough how quickly you should get rid of that thing. All of that said, those are all of the initial upgrades that you should look at when you are getting into night vision for the first time. Again, in order, the very first thing you should get is the adjustable items. Check the description below for the link on Amazon. Then you should get the purple filter if you're using a green phosphor device. After that, if you don't feel like customizing it with a wrap or something like that, then take a look at these upgraded battery compartments from Goonin Gear. They sell them everywhere else, but Goonin Gear is just a very reputable company in my experience, and they do a very good job of customer service. Every time I've emailed them, they've hit me back basically immediately on whatever answers or questions that I've had. So those are the things you should do. And then finally, you should upgrade your J-arm to something that actually works and gives you more usability than anything else. So if you guys have any questions below, or leave them in the comment section below. I plan on doing quite a bit more night vision content here in the very near future. We've got several new night vision products that we're launching on the website, as well as things that just make your night vision experience a lot easier. So be sure to follow our channel for more of that type of content. Check out code4defense.com for night vision products and accessories. You guys stay safe, and we will see you on the next one.